Hi everyone, I hope you all are doing well and staying safe during these times. This is Radhika here again, and this video is going to be about beware of how your child is being treated during the holidays. This is assuming you are a scapegoated person in your family and you are going to visit your family during holidays, or even if you're not visiting them, but your child is also a part of this whole family dynamic that you have going on. So it's important to note that narcissism and borderline personality disorders, all these are very personality based disorders. So a part of them comes from nature, but a lot of them comes from nurture. So these are conditioned behaviors that a person learns in the formative years of their life. So, if you have been scapegoated in your family, it's very possible that your child is also going to be scapegoated, or or if you don't have a child, say, but you are a scapegoated person in this family, and you notice there is a next generation in the family, and you want to make sure that the next generation does not go through this dynamic again. So, what you have to do is you have to be aware of how the children are being treated in your family, especially because if the narcissism is coming from the grandparents, and then you have your siblings who are, or your parents, and for them it was coming from their parents, but say in the family dynamic you have seen this generation over generation, and now you have your siblings who are maybe not as aware of these things as you are. Um, uh, they might not actually notice at all. So your family might be assigning certain roles to the grandkids, like, oh, this one is the clumsy one, or this one is the smart one, or this one is the beautiful one, this one can't do anything right. Or if all of the blame always goes on to one child, or this is the clown, this is like the funny kid who always makes everyone laugh. So they will encourage such behaviors and try to box the grandkids or the next generation of this family into particular boxes. So if you are looking at the dynamic and you are aware of it, and you see a child is taking some unjust responsibility that the child should not, or maybe they're just assuming things about a child or saying things about the child in front of them, then you can actually actively take a part and stop it. So how do you stop it? You can't really stop other people from talking, because they will talk, and when there's like six people in the family and you are just one person, you can't really tape shut everyone's mouth or change everyone's brain and their programming right away. But what you do is you notice everything, and then you see what roles they are assigning to each kid. So usually there will be one who's taking most of the brunt of all this dysfunction that they have. So what you can do is you can take this child for a walk, or for a drive, or even like do some activity with them, like make a puzzle or something, and during that you can encourage them. So if the energy that the narcissist or the clan is bringing towards this child is, say, supposing shame, say they are shaming this child for some random reason, what you do is when you are alone with the child, you have to bring the opposite energy of shame. So opposite of shame is pride. So you have to show this child how he or she should be proud of themselves, and you can pick and choose a few of their characteristics that are really good, and you can try to then make them feel proud of themselves by these characteristics. Or even like if the child is very deep, you can go to a spiritual level and say that you, just by being you, that's a thing to be proud about, that you are you. But maybe the child won't really understand it, so it's better to pick on a few things. So what happens is, if the child's confidence has gone down due to these people talking about him or her, you are kind of bringing it back up to the level where it already was. But if you don't do that, then the child comes in with a certain level of confidence. Say his or her level was 5, and when they go back from the holidays, they will go back with a 0 level or 2 level of confidence. So what you want to do is, you don't want to, basically you can balance out the situation for that child, and that child by himself or herself will not understand what is happening, because for them this is the trustworthy unit that they trust. So if you actively want to stop the dysfunction, this is one of the tips that I have, that you can use during these holidays. So I hope this video was helpful to you in some way. If you have any more tips in which you can stop this dysfunction from going on to the next generations, please do let me know, and please do others know by writing in the comments. And that was this video. I wish you all a lot of love and a lot of light. Thank you. Bye.